When an ominous shadow rolls over a city, signaling an arrival from the stars, the cinematic language feels modern, expensive, and of our time. The 1996 film Independence Day leaned into this with fighter jet dogfights, high-tech labs, and a leading man who embodied the swagger of the 90s. It seems light years removed from H.G. Wells's 1897 novel. The original text features zero Martians, no heat rays mounted on Victorian walking tripods, and not a single mention of the invasive red weed. Look past those surface details, and the structural skeleton remains identical. The film follows Wells's blueprint precisely. Humanity is outclassed by superior technology, forced into a desperate survival struggle, and saved by a specific, overlooked vulnerability. The film translated Wells' 19th century biological microbe into a logic problem. Instead of a common cold infecting alien lungs, it's malicious code infiltrating an alien network. Classic narratives survive by shifting their shape. They adapt their details to mirror whatever specific fears are currently haunting the audience. This mutation began in 1938, when Orson Welles took to a CBS microphone to bring the invasion to the radio. By moving the action to New Jersey and using the format of a live news bulletin, the broadcast exploited the trust people placed in their radios. The resulting panic wasn't about space. It was about the very real, escalating threat of fascism and war already dominating the headlines in Europe. By 1953, the story shifted again. Producer George Pal out the Martians to the screen in Technicolor as the Cold War reached a fever pitch. In this version, the U.S. military drops an atomic bomb on the invaders. The weapon that ended World War II has no effect on the alien force fields. This story beat spoke directly to the public's growing dread of a nuclear exchange that could not be won. Shelling the ultimate weapon as a total failure captured the 1950s fear that humanity had finally built something it couldn't control. As we entered the late 20th century, a Martian invasion was no longer a believable threat to a scientifically literate audience. NASA's Viking landers had provided photographic evidence that Mars was a dead rock. There was no life there to launch a fleet. Roland Emmerich adjusted for this by turning the invaders into nomadic scavengers, a motivation that resonated with the resource-hungry, cynical outlook of the 90s. Their strategy was re-engineered for the blockbuster era, designed to provide the specific money shots of destroyed national landmarks that audiences now expected. Steven Spielberg's 2005 version updated the story again by focusing on the ground-level trauma of families fleeing through clouds of ash. By showing the tripods vaporizing civilians into gray dust, he evoked the specific, haunting imagery of the evacuations in Lower Manhattan. Today, the threat is shifting again. Modern adaptations, like the one featuring Ice Cube, envision invaders who want our personal data rather than our physical resources. The aliens' origins and targets are variables that we swap out to match the specific cultural nightmare of the current moment. This structural durability places The War of the Worlds alongside Frankenstein and Dracula, stories that operate as permanent templates for the human imagination. Within this template, the alien saucer functions as a delivery vehicle for societal anxiety. Filmmakers can change the payload, swapping out nuclear war for digital surveillance, without needing to change the machine that carries it. When the next invasion movie arrives, ignore the ship's design. Watch what is being targeted and look at the method used to destroy it. The specific way the world ends on screen reveals exactly what we are most afraid of in the real world.